Assalamu alaikum students. Standard 5, Subject Environmental Studies, Chapter 11, Our Home and Environment. Nowadays, on the way to your school and or market, or when you travel to another place or another town, you see many things. Observe carefully the houses that you see. Note the construction, shape, building material, and other aspects of the different houses. Do some of the houses resemble the specimens shown above? What materials are used for building houses? Compare any two types of houses that you saw and note down the differences. What are the different things from which the house gives us? So now the houses that you have seen, students, you have to observe the houses and you have to write down following things and you have to observe carefully. Now we are talking about houses. Yes, so why there is an in need of house? Why we need a house? We have seen so many different types of houses, examples of houses, right? So we saw different types of houses in the picture. Their main use can be listed as follows. Why there is a need for us for a house are as follows. We need a house as a shelter, a resting place where one can come and rest yourself, protecting against the sun, the wind, the cloud and the rains, protecting from wild animals, keeping ourselves safe from antisocial elements. Now this picture of map and with different houses is given in your textbook at page number 52. Why these types of constructions are given at various at different regions, you will see different houses are being made with different shapes and different building materials using, or the different house materials are being used in it. Now let us see what are the different regions. You have to open the textbook and observe the map carefully. The first one is regions of heavy rainfall. Second one is regions of medium rainfall. Third one, regions of low rainfall. Fourth one, desert regions. Fifth one, marshy regions. Sixth one, mountainous region. And seventh one, plains. So these are the different regions according to which the construction is given. So from the above house types shows in the map of India and the type of houses that are common the respective regions since ancient times. Now you have to note the construction or structure of the houses changes from region to region. This we have done in this question. You will be doing it in your question and answer part. So you have to write down this in your with the pencil in your textbook and also in your notebook. People build houses to suit the climate of their region using the natural resources that are available. Differences in the construction and building materials give rise to the different types of houses. Water, food, clothing, and shelter are the basic needs of every human being. However, these needs are not fulfilled in the case of each and every person. Then the following situation arises. Now, everyone is not blessed with all the necessities and facilities that one has. Now, I would like students, you all, to imagine what facilities, what natural basic needs that one needs in day-to-day life that you are blessed with. Just think for a while, and then we will see the situations that arise. Around us, we see many people who lack shelter. Shelter means they do not have their own house to live. They seek shelter at the roadside, on footpath, under bridge, in tumble down buildings, in railway or bus stations, and even on open grounds. So as you come nowadays, so we are having, because of lockdown, the schools are not there, but for some or the other reason you would be moving out from the house, you would be leaving the house and observing, or as if you can go back where at the time you would travel. So at that point of time you might be seeing people, small children, old people, that they live on the roads, footpaths, under the bridge, or in the buildings which are vacant or they are of no use, railways and bus stands or open grounds. Many people are forced to be homeless because they have insufficient or no means of livelihood. See, here some of the pictures are there where you can see that people who do not have home or they are not blessed with the basic necessities of the life, how they live. A section of our society being homeless is a social problem. That is why the government implements many schemes to provide homes to the homeless. In some of the cities, the government make night shelters available to the homeless. Now, why people become homeless? What are the reasons for it? So there are 6 main reasons why people do not have their own house or they are homeless. Inadequate income. That means they do not have proper income, or the income is not that sufficient to that they can afford a house. Unemployment, berozgari. Now in this pandemic you would hear in your people living around you or in your family that because of this pandemic and this lockdown, that they have lost their job or they are not getting proper job, they are searching for the job. So this is unemployment. Physical and mental disorder, where physical and mental disorder means where their brains or the body, which is physically they are not that fit to do some productive work and get a home. So that is why physical and mental disorder. Then natural disaster. Natural disaster is also one of the reasons where they have their houses built and things like that, but due to some natural disaster they lose that. Poverty, that means lack of money is one of the reasons where they do not have their own house. Lack of affordable housings, that means they have the things but they do not have that much amount of money where they could afford the housings. As you observe the picture that has come earlier, man used to live in jungles, no homes, trees, under the trees, then started living in caves, then started building different huts, migrating from one place to another. This migrating and taking shelter you have learned in your EVS too. Then building small houses, agriculture. These were the things that you have seen in your EVS too, and this were the type that man traveled into different stages of houses and buildings, modernizing the changes. You will see the cycle of changes in the picture. As time passed, humans went on making suitable changes in their shelter. The population of the world is increasing all the time. That is why houses are being built in large numbers. Natural resources have to be used in very great quantities to build these houses. They are obtained using the methods listed below. Now, what are the methods? Let us see. These methods are harmful to the environment and lead to the pollution of air, water and soil, and also cause noise pollution. Now let us see the picture. Observe the picture, students, and let me know. The pictures that you see. The first picture where you see the mining was done. Second picture you saw the burning of forest. Now you are seeing where people are cutting down the trees, that is deforestation, felling of trees and forest. Here you are seeing the picture where the machine are being used to cut down the rocks or to break down the rocks and use them. So quarrying. And then next picture you can see that drawing excess water. The pollution, digging of hills for quarrying, extracting sand from seashores and riverbeds, extracting stone and earth from the ground, drawing out excessive amount of groundwater, felling trees to clear land, filling up ponds, lakes, streams, rivers, creeks and low-lying areas to reclaim land. Because of growing urbanization, land which was previously being used for agriculture and similar other purposes is now being used to build road and to raise settlements. When this leads to shortage of agricultural land, forest land is used for agriculture. Now forest land is used for different agricultural land is used for different purpose. Then there is a shortage of land. Then agricultural land is being used. Forest land is being used for agricultural purpose. Trees are felled in great number and forests are reduced. Energy is needed to produce construction materials. It is used on a very large scale to prepare bricks from soil, cement from limestone, glass from sand and so on. Where does the energy come from? It is produced using natural fuel like coal, natural gas or mineral oil. These natural fuel can be used only once. They get consumed when we use them. Moreover, burning these fuels lead to air pollution. It takes lakhs of years for these sources of energy to form its nature. That is why it is necessary to bring into use other resources of energy such as solar energy or wind energy, which are available in plenty and which do not cause pollution. These are non-exhibitable, exhaustible resources of energy. All living things need shelter. Like humans, some other living things should build shelter using various material in their environment. But last year we saw that their shelters are eco-friendly and temporary. We should also be able to make permanent houses that are eco-friendly. Now here students, you will observe the picture that an eco-friendly house is there. So now some of the characteristics that are given for an eco-friendly house: minimum consumption of natural resources, then use of non-existable resources of energy such as biogas, wind energy and solar energy, recycling of water, recycling of garbage, avoiding artificial material and artificial color, provision of natural light and ventilation in the house. Now do you know, here you will see underwater shelter. Water tourism has now become an important occupation. In some places there are underwater shelters for tourists. From these shelters we get a direct view of the seabed and amazing marine life. Such shelters are observed in the coastal region of Europe and North America. Now let us see what we have learnt in this chapter. We observe a variety in the type of house construction in regions of different climate. Houses are built to suit the climate of that region. Different materials, all obtained from natural nature, are used to build houses. We should be judicious in using any energy. It is necessary to increase the use of non-exhaustible sources of energy. It is necessary to build eco-friendly houses. We must take care that the environment is not harmed. Here we come to the end of the explanation of the chapter.